What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of a Q&A on my channel. It's been a while. It's been 5 days since I've posted anything. I know some of you guys are bored with this quarantine and what's going on in the world, but here, I'm here to entertain you. So let's talk about some things. Obviously, the first ever podcast of Fly Like an Eagle is starting next week, and I'm excited for that. It'll be on Thursday around 9 o'clock. So I get home around 9, and I'll start it up like almost immediately when I get home. It'll probably be around the 8th or 9th pick, and we'll get there in time for the Eagles picks. So that'll be fun. It'll be me, Zomp, and Trevor from here on out. And yeah, I honestly can't wait. It's a dream come true. It's that I finally found my cast. And yeah, we're going to do things. We're going to do special things. What's up, Abel? And what's up? Dallas Cowboys are losers. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yes, they are. By the way, guys, I want to ask you guys a question. I know I'm actually going to hold off on this until a lot more people get in here because I want your honest opinion, because it's actually a big one for the shows. What if we draft an offensive lineman in the first round? I could see a center. That's the thing. I could see us drafting a center because Kelsey might be on his way out. But I don't really have an opinion right now because I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's really going to happen. Like, I could not tell you right now what's going to happen. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see down the road. Let me see something real quick. So protecting Wentz priority number one. Well, yeah, clearly, but I was actually watching film on Carson Wentz because I'm just sick and tired of all this back and forth. I was watching film on Carson Wentz from 2017 where he escaped a lot of pressure. And there were times in the Redskins games, the first one, times in the Redskin game where he would actually escape from pressure pretty well. Like, the offensive line wasn't doing a good job in that first Redskins game in 2017. And he escaped from pressure pretty well. The thing that concerns me about Carson Wentz is that he hasn't been able to move like that in a very, very long time. And for him to be the QB that everyone knows he can be, he needs to get those wheels back. And that's a mystery that's up in the air. It really is. So it's more than offensive line speed. It really is. Like, we need this guy to get back to full strength and not be scared. And that's priority number one. We need him to get back to the QB that he used to be. What's my honest take on Justin Jefferson? I think he's going to be really good. I think, honestly, that's who we're going to pick at 21. He's a slot guy. We just lost Nelson Aguilar. We need that slot presence back. Justin Jefferson is the guy that I would pick. There's also another guy that I would pick. I forgot his name because it's so weird. I was looking at film and highlights on this guy. Let me see real quick. Babbitt tagged me. Oh, the one guy that I would want other than Justin Jefferson, because I was looking at film on this guy, is Brandon Ayuk. That's who I would want. He has a weird last name, and that's a guy that I would want personally. It's been a while. I was beginning to think you got corona. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I thought I almost had it. I was feeling like shit, but I feel better today, so I can't complain. I was just under the weather, but yeah, I don't think I had it because I don't think it takes one day to go away. I'm excited to get this thing going next week. I really am. By the way, I have to ask you guys questions since 14 people are in here right now. Should this be my spot for shows? Like, I'm comfortable in this spot. Like, personally, I'm really comfortable. I can be as loud as I want. I could do whatever I want. I'm very comfortable in this spot to do shows. But the problem is this room is baby blue, number one. And number two, I don't know if it's a great look for the shows. What do you guys think? Because I need that opinion, because this show, we really want it to be as best as it could be, because we're going to be on 4 platforms. We're going to be on here, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter on Periscope. So I really need the best kind of room possible. And this one, I don't know. I'm just getting bad vibes. But like I said, I'm really, really, really comfortable in this room. So I just don't know. I need your guys' opinion on that. Eagles fathead. I could put one right here. I guess I could. I guess I could add a decal or something like that right there. I'm trying to get someone to make a logo for my show. It's called Fly Like an Eagle Podcast. I'm trying to get someone a logo for my show. I will pay you if you can make a logo for the show. But It needs to be perfect. I need to see it beforehand, and I will give you cash money if you're good at making logos. I would pay you up to $100, honestly. And obviously, you'd be the guy that made the logo. So anyone that's good at making logos out there, honestly, yeah. Have I ever thought about doing green screen? No, I haven't. I think green screen makes everything worse. I really do. I see a lot of people doing green screen. Like, shout out to Gangrene David, Jets fan. His green screen looks terrible. And I've never had any thoughts about doing green screen, like, ever. I haven't. That's a good question. Let me go up. I missed some. Not gonna lie, when you said you'd be at Bill's getting shit-faced like you do every night, I laughed so hard I fell to the floor. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Because that's what we do. We joke all the time. We joke all the time about getting drunk and stuff like that. So I haven't drank in a month. So I mean, I kind of almost don't know what the feeling of alcohol is. Where are all the gains at, bruh? Gains missing. If I'm being completely honest with you, it's not even a troll question. I haven't been to the gym in a month, and I absolutely fucking hate it. I went to the gym every single day. Thank God I didn't go back to my normal weight to where I was before I started working out. But as for my muscle, I'm like a fucking flail goose. Like, I'm just, it sucks. It sucks, and that's the part I actually that hurts me the most out of it, because I am making money still, but not going to the gym fucking hurts. It hurts so bad, and I hate it. People can't even troll me about it because it hurts. It hurts not going to the gym. It sucks because I can't work out at home. Mindset thing. I have to be in a gym. It sucks. Have a Eagles logo with a crown on it like a king. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking more like simple, like not like I'm not like egotistical. I was thinking more like simple, like I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm not like over the top Eagles fan. But I'm for the people. I'm for a person. I'm not like for myself. So it's just something. I don't know. We'll think about that. So no more options talk soon. Draft results talk. Yeah, we're going to next week. We're going to be live for the reaction. Zomp was having a little bugaboo about doing that because for WrestleMania, I don't know if you guys tuned in, but for WrestleMania, Zomp was behind me and Trevor was behind me for the show. And I'm going to try to figure out a way where no one's behind each other because we all want to figure out the pick when it happens. So we have to kind of orchestrate that and see what happens there. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Whatever you're most comfortable, bro. I saw that. But seriously, stay safe. Jersey's getting hit bad. And that's another thing, Final Flash. I had someone come on to my YouTube channel the other day, and they said, did your opinion change about the coronavirus? My honest opinion, no. I think the virus is crap. I really do. I go to work every single day. I've been to work consistently for the last month. I haven't, not to my knowledge, I haven't gotten any symptoms of the coronavirus. And under 1% of all Americans have the coronavirus. Under 1%. And the ones that are getting hit the most by it, like you said, are Jersey and New York because they're right on top of each other. And the part of Jersey that's getting hit is North Jersey because it's right near New York. I think it's all fabricated. I think it's bullshit. I don't think there should be a lockdown. I really don't, but that's just my opinion. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's entitled to an opinion, and that's just mine. Maybe if you shift the camera angle, so you have a poster instead of the doors in the background. Yeah, I agree with that. I could do it like right here, but the thing is I'd have to add something. I'll add something. I'll do something creative. I just have to see how this looks on the phone because that's always something that I have to make sure looks good. Okay. So looking up, let me see something real quick. Okay, so we're good. But yeah, by the way, guys, we're 10 minutes into this. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and thank you for tuning in. I cannot wait for next week. It's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be historic. It's gonna be my first ever show where I have the guys that I've always wanted. And I've always 110% always wanted Zomp to be on a show with me, always. And it took a long time because he used to be on Twitter. He used to talk to all these people that me and them didn't see eye to eye with. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun with Trevor and Zomp being on the show. I really am, because those guys, it's Eagles and life. That's what they are. They love the Eagles more than any other sports team, and we all get pissed off when they lose. We all voice our frustrations, and that we all have different opinions. That's what I like. I don't like when people have the same opinion because it just doesn't create any controversy and it doesn't create any entertainment, in my opinion. So I like when people share a different opinion. Mine being Carson Wentz. I don't think Carson Wentz, even though I'm wearing this number right now, I don't think Carson Wentz is that good. So that's my opinion. He would have to prove me wrong on that one, but he's my QB. I'm going to support him. But Zomp absolutely loves Carson Wentz. He thinks he's a stud. And Trevor, he's kind of on the fence with him. So we have different opinions on this football team, like we do. So that's why I can't wait. I really can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow. I really do. I just wish that I had more gains so I'd look better on camera. But right now, that's not what it's about because no one could go to the gym right now. Everyone's looking like a slug right now. So at least it's balanced, I guess. Let me see. Controversy creates cash. Yeah, and the thing is, controversy that's not made up is the thing you want in a business. I create controversy, but it's what I truly believe. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at film at Carson Wentz yesterday in 2017. And against the Redskins week 1, I think I brought this up already, but against the Redskins in week 1, he evaded a lot of pressure. He evaded a lot of tackles. And most of them were luck. I'm not going to lie. And someone said that we need more offensive line for him. Well, in that game, it looked like the offensive line wasn't really working for him. He just evaded tackles and found the open receiver. And you don't see that much anymore. And that's something I want back. So I don't know. Honestly, I just don't see that drive in Carson that I saw in 2017. He did everything by himself in 2017. Now he's relying on talent to do it for him. So that's just definitely something that I want to see more out of him this year. They are going to get him talent. A lot of people saying that they're not going to get him talent. I don't see where they're coming from because, again, Deshaun Jackson's back and they're getting Alshon Jeffrey back. Both are going to be healthy. They're going to have Ertz and they're going to draft a receiver. So they're going to have a ton of talent for him. That's not the question mark. The question mark is, can he be the same quarterback he was in 2017? That's the question, or is he, like someone just said, Carson is still hungry to win his own ring. That's another thing I want to look at because of Bell. That's a good thing. Carson hungry to win his own ring. What do you mean by that? Because when Carson Wentz was looking at the confetti just going on top of him during that Super Bowl, he looked sad. He didn't look hungry to me. He looked like someone that was doing all of the work on a house just to have some other guy paint it for him. He looked sad. He looked miserable. And to me, it looked like it kind of broke him. So this is something that I want him to get over. I want him to get over the hurdle. I want him to take the next step. I want him to forget about Nick Foles. I want him to be his own guy. Get back to the guy you were in 2017. All right. And the only way he's going to do that is if he gets over his emotional battles, because obviously the guy's been pressing. And let's face it, guys. In 2000, this last wildcard game against the Seattle Seahawks, before he went down, he looked terrible. He looked really bad. He was 1 for 4, 26 passing yards. And before Clowney hit him, he slid head first. That's situational play that he's just – I don't understand it. He never did that in 2017. That's just stuff I don't know. I just don't get – I don't get it. But you know what? It's a new season, clean slate. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to be dead honest when it comes to this football team. And, that's just what I really want to do. I feel like Jefferson will be a bust. Why is that, though? What tells you that Justin Jefferson will be a bust? The guy had 5 touchdowns against Oklahoma in the semifinals. He had 5. So there's nothing on Justin Jefferson that would be a bust to me, but maybe you have a different opinion. 44th the Legendary said, "Sup, yo, what's up, 44th the Legendary? How you doing, buddy?" Oklahoma's defense sucks. It doesn't matter. He had 5 touchdowns. 5. Now you can make a case that Jamar Chase is going to be a great wide receiver next year because he's going to probably be a top 5 pick. But he had 5 touchdowns. He had 5. Let's go. If you want the Rams, you need EDP. Other Eagles fans are irrelevant. Yeah, but EDP is in in a class of his own. EDP, I talk to EDP a lot, and to be honest with you, EDP is a guy I wouldn't want on my show, and that's not a diss at him. He's in his own class. With EDP, when you bring him on a show, he brings a lot of baggage with him, like all these people that you don't necessarily want to interact with. Like the trolls in his comment section. Like, you don't want that. You want to talk football. You don't want to talk all the other things he talks about, like beating his dick off and stuff like that. You want like just football talk. And is EDP a guy that could talk football with you? Absolutely, 100%. But when he comes on here and does that, he's going to bring the baggage from his account, which holds 1.3 million people, and it's going to bring all that baggage. And that's not something that I want. So if he were to willingly come on here, I would allow it because he does know football. I'll admit that. But the thing is that he would have to not tell his people that he's coming over here. Like, if that makes any sense, because he is big. Like, you guys have to understand that he has 1.3 million people following him. Like, he's big. But he does know the sport of football. He does. A lot of people don't think he does, but he does. I think Jefferson is a stud personally. I like Jefferson. Now, someone brought up this fact that, we need more than a slot receiver, which Jefferson is. He's a slot receiver. He can't play on the outside. But we just lost Nelly. Now, you can make fun of that, but Nelson Aguilar had some of the quickest feet in the NFL, which means that he created separation for a lot of wide receivers down the field, especially in 2017, even if he didn't catch the ball, because they'd be targeting on him because he's always open, and then that would leave other wide receivers open. We need a slot receiver to replace him. And Greg Ward, I'm sorry, guys. I know he's a fan favorite. He's not going to get the job done. He's just a guy. He's mediocre. Honestly, you need to upgrade that position. Am I still doing random hours? Yeah, I am. I mean, I just have been really, really busy, and I haven't really had anything to really rant about, to be honest with you. I had 15 episodes so far. So, I love doing them. I just haven't really, I don't know. And DMC5, to be honest with you, DMC5, I don't know. I mean, Brunson's very, very, very. I don't really care. I think he's doing a good job with his channel. I think Brunson's doing a really, really good job with his channel. I really do. I'm not gonna say I don't hate on him. I don't know. It's something that he does with his channel, like his cockiness or whatever. It just works. People like it. There's nothing I could say about it. Aguilar was very good at making separation. Footwork, avoiding tackles. His problem with his hands. If he had hands, he'd be one of the best wide receivers in the league. That's why people were so pissed off of him. Does Aguilar have anxiety? Well, if he did, he was in like the worst city for him to have anxiety. Now he's going across the West Coast, and now he's probably going to be phenomenal. Also, that's being pretty genuine about EDP. EDP knows football. He does. If you really look past all the bullshit on his channel, he knows what he's talking about. And it is what it is. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people love him. We scroll up. Why are you homosexual? I mean, if you really want the answer, I mean, I can tell you, but no, it's kind of different. Controversy creates cash. We looked at that one. Little Beckham Jr., Philadelphia Eagles, please. I would love that. I personally would love OBJ on here, but I don't know. Subscribers don't mean shit. Honestly, I'd rather watch one of your streams than somebody with 100K subs. Thank you so much, Abel. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, I agree. And this is why I'm saying subscribers don't necessarily mean anything. As long as people are watching you, like if your views are still there, like for example, last football season, I would average anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 per week when I came to Eagles videos. I have 5,000 subs, and I've averaged those numbers for the past 5 years. People are still watching. I love the subscribers that are subscribed to my channel. Don't get me wrong, but let's say you have like 100,000 subscribers and 2,000 people are watching. Does that really look good on your part? Like if you have more subscribers than people watching, like Philly 500, for example. I'll give him an example. He has 22,000 subs, 6,000 people watch. That's about right. That's where you should be. You should be right there. That's actually pretty good, having 22,000 subs with 6,000 people watching. Same thing with Brunson. He's at like 10,000 subs. He averages like 3,000 people watching. So that's right. That's right on the money. That's correct. But when someone has like, I don't know, when someone has like 1 million subscribers and like 50,000 people watch, that's kind of not very good. It's not impressive. Like, it's more impressive to me when you have people watching. That's just more impressive to me. When is Zom going to be back? He'll be back next Thursday on our first ever episode of Fly Like an Eagle podcast. How am I doing? I'm doing great. First time really watching cool different take on Eagles. Seeing you with 500. That's really it. Eagles will surprise you. Listen, the Philly Talk podcast. I think you're a show, right? I've never really gone on there, but maybe I'll check you out after this. I'll keep your name in mind. Philly 500. The reason why I associate with him when it comes to talking football is because he's more within my distance to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the kind of person that just talks Eagles, talks sports, loves sports, and just has a passion for it. Doesn't talk about anything else. And that's where I want to be. Now, granted, I'm starting up a podcast, and he just does his own thing. But Philly 500, he knows his shit. Now, granted, I disagree with a lot of what Philly 500 says in football. In politics, we're on the nail. We're right on the nail. But football, I disagree with a lot of what he says, but I also agree with a lot of what Philly 500 says. So, yeah, he's a great personality. And, I understand why he has the subs, and I understand why people watch him. Like, he deserves it. Remember you? Yeah, I do remember you from WrestleMania. I remember. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I'm going to listen to your podcast. It's going to be very entertaining. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Mile High. I really appreciate that. I cannot wait until it comes. How do you worry if Young is a Redskin? The Redskins got to turn the corner eventually. So I'm not going to worry because that's not what I do. But they turn the corner eventually. They become a good football team. Ruggs routes are lackluster. I feel like the Birds should trade up and get Lamb or Judy. I agree. I agree with you 100%. But the thing is, we're not going to trade up. If we did, I would label Howie Roseman the GM of the decade. I really would. But we're not going to do that. So that's kind of out the window for me. We got to go down. Adam Martin, most overrated is Jordan Love. Most underrated is Brandon Ayuk. I would love to get Brandon Ayuk. I really would. I think I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but I don't really know. It's a weird last name to say. But I looked at film on him. He looks special. He does. Would I rather draft Ruggs or Judy? Judy. I'd rather have Judy. I'd rather have Lamb over everybody, though, in my honest opinion. But, whatever we get, I won't be unhappy with, to be honest with you. All right, if you guys could do me a favor, there's 19 people in there right now. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And, I cannot wait. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot wait until next Thursday, first ever episode of Fly Like an Eagle podcast with Trevor Harris and Zomp, the COO of Eagles Nation. And it's going to be broadcasted to 4 different platforms. It's not only going to be on here. If this is down for whatever reason, it's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be on Twitch, and it's going to be on Facebook. I'll put up my Twitch account inside my YouTube description community section, and you can find us on Twitch as well for all the gamers out there. So it's definitely something that I cannot wait, and something I'm looking forward to. Ayuk. Okay, cool. Dude's a freak. He's the third best behind CD and Judy. Can return punts. All right, what school is he from? That's the one thing I'm forgetting. What are the chances we get 3 starters out of our first 3 picks? Not good. The chances aren't good, but it can happen. I mean, it can happen. Arizona State. Yeah. I know that. Well, I knew that. I had a mind fuck. I would love to get the guy from Arizona State, Brandon Ayuk. Are you going to stream the draft? Yep. It is the first ever show of the Fly Like an Eagle podcast. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait for it. I'm very excited. I haven't been this excited about a podcast or anything in a long time. Like, I really haven't. I cannot wait. I'm very excited. Like, I really am. Oh, man. SEC has the most NFL-ready talent. Judy is the most proven. I think CeeDee Lamb is the most proven. That's just my honest opinion. Just my honest opinion. But Yeah. Yeah, it's bad pizza. I gotta stop eating pizza too. Like, this fucking quarantine is killing me. Quarantine is absolutely killing me. No gym, eating shitty, still maintaining my weight, but muscle sucks. I feel like a sloth. It's just garbage. I try to do push-ups every day, but sometimes I just can't do it. I get bored. Do you watch Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, All the Smoke podcast? I don't. To be honest with you, I don't really like basketball. I don't. I think the product sucks today. What's up, Nitro? What's up, Nicholas? How you doing, buddy? No gym is killing me. It sucks. It's the worst. I was walking to running 3 to 4 miles a day on the treadmill. All right. I was getting to where I wanted to be in high school. Well, I was in high school, and all of a sudden this fucking virus comes in and shuts everything down. It's like, what the fuck? It's the worst. The Philly Talk podcast, thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat. I really, really appreciate it, buddy. Keep grinding. Look forward to your new pod. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do since you donated to the channel, Philly Talk podcast, because I am a very, very nice guy. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to look on the channel right now because I may have looked before. Let me see something real quick. The Philly Talk podcast. Let me see something real quick. All right, so 2.67 subscribers, 177 videos, and you average, I'm going to say 2,000 views a stream. That's average. That is very good, sir. Everyone that's in here right now, stop what you're doing and go subscribe to the Philly Talk podcast. I'm gonna check out one of their episodes right after this. Their last one was 4 hours, 34 minutes, and 13 seconds. I'm gonna check out what they're doing, and maybe I'll invite some of them on my podcast when I start. Because I'm definitely looking for some talent to bring in as guests, and that's impressive. That's really impressive. Only 177 videos. You almost have 3,000 subs. That's up there, dude. That's good. Keep your grind up too. You're telling me to keep my grind up? Jesus Christ, keep your grind up. That's good. That's really good. Can't believe I never really heard you. It's really, really good. Do you think the Dolphins can get DeAndre Swift? Not ringing the bell to me. You have to tell me what. Tell me. I gotta do my research on the players before the draft. I've been subbed to my boys Philly Mike, Philly Fresh, and Gate City Sports. Yeah, I'm out of the loop. I really am. May 6th is when Florida cases are going to start peaking. Hopefully, everything will be open again in June. Thing about the Florida situation is they're starting to open up sports. There was this thing on the score today that they're going to start opening up venues for sports in the near future. And I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be awesome. But Florida's wackadoo, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, he's a Georgia running back. Yeah, that's where he's from. I don't know. Personally, I'm a Jonathan Taylor type of guy from Wisconsin, but he could be better. Who knows? He could be better. I do live stream once a week Saturday, mainly do 8 to 14 regular video uploads. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, dude. Keep up your grind, dude. That's very good. That's very impressive. To me personally, you're new because 177 videos to me is brand new. Someone that hasn't been around that long, and people watch you. So that's a very impressive to me. I'm impressed by very, very little. It takes me a lot, like to expand on this. It takes me a lot to get impressed. And those numbers right there, I'm not bullshitting you. Those numbers right there, if you keep up what you're doing, will make you end up in Main Street one day. Keep up your good work. 7.5 months ago. That's very, very good, dude. I'm in shock because you don't see a lot of platforms out there that are that quick growing. You don't. So I definitely got to check you out sometime. Maybe after today, maybe after tonight's Q&A, and see what we're getting into. Before the draft, look at A.J. Dillon from Boston College. He's fast like LeGarrette Blount. All right, I'll check him out. I have a lot of research to do before the draft. So there's definitely a lot of players I'm going to look into that I haven't even heard of before. And maybe we'll see something at 21 other than Justin Jefferson that we might like. Who knows? Did you hear that Portland wants a baseball team? No, didn't hear about it. By the way, guys, we're a half hour into this. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and thank you for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you guys. And, yeah, we're going to go on for about, I don't know, for however I want to. It's quarantine season, baby. Any bust predictions? Henry Ruggs. I think Henry Ruggs just runs one route that he's good at, and that's about it. I think he'll get exposed just like John Ross did. And I don't see anything good. I mean, on paper, you could say Henry Ruggs is decent because he's really quick, but in the NFL, I don't think it's going to work. You have to be a certain type of player for speed itself to work in the NFL. You could shut it down quick on the defense. I see the Giants getting Isaiah Simmons. Well, they suck every year, so they're in position to get him. So that would suck. I mean, he runs 4.3 as a linebacker, so that would be a good player for them. But they have David Gettleman, so you never know. They could fuck up. Any gem predictions, like hidden gem? I know I keep saying it. I know I'm kind of biased, but Justin Jefferson, to me, he's a gem. He's a gem, and he's falling for the wrong reason because he's a slot guy. And I feel like if Justin Jefferson actually lands in our laps, people are gonna be in for a rude awakening, like they really are. Justin Jefferson is a fucking monster. He's a monster. And people want to try to be that expert and be like, what is so special about Justin Jefferson? He can't play on the outside. He's only a slot guy. Well, number one, we need a slot guy. Number two, not many slot guys catch 5 touchdowns in the semifinals of the BCS. I don't think it's a BCS anymore, or the college football playoffs. Not many wide receivers catch 5 touchdowns. Like they don't. He's going to be very good. Not names, but what positions would you prefer in the first 3 picks? You need wide receiver, 100%, maybe offensive lineman to replace Kelsey down the road. And believe it or not, I know they're not going to do it, but linebacker. That's a position that I think they should address for the first time in fucking 5 years, but they never do it. That is the position that I'd want, but they're not going to do it. So those are the 3: wide receiver, cornerback, and linebacker. No, I didn't say cornerback. I said offensive lineman. Sorry about that. Thoughts on Deshaun Mims? I mean, if we got him, I'd be like, okay, but I don't know. It's just, to me, I don't know. I just don't think you should draft a slot receiver in the first. If it's a slot receiver that's not named Justin Jefferson, I'd agree with you. But Justin Jefferson's talented. All right, so I disagree with you respectfully, Abel. Jefferson plays against nickel cornerbacks. Also doesn't run crisp routes. Typically doesn't get much separation against the third cornerback. Yeah, but we don't know that. We don't know that, Rob, because he played at the college level. They could be zoning in on him differently in the college game, opposed to the NFL game where there's a ton of weapons because everyone's good at the NFL level. So you just don't know. With more separation, you just don't know what Jefferson brings to the table. So I think he's going to be a stud. I really do. Do you think Tua will succeed in Miami if they draft him? Yes, because it's warm weather all year round. Jefferson has great hands. Yeah, he catches everything. So that's one thing you want. Claypool from LSU is a sleeper. Sleeper as in what? 4th or 5th round? Maybe late 3rd. Eagles are going to draft Kenneth Murray or Cesar Ruiz. What, in the 1st round? Highly doubt that one. Who do you think is the most underrated player in the draft? Underrated player. People are going to laugh at me for this one. Justin Herbert. I was actually joking on the guy a long time ago. I actually think that he'd be a quality starting quarterback in the NFL. I see his intangibles. I see his mechanics. And I know I always bag on players from the Pac-12, but I feel like if you put him on the right team in the right circumstance, I think he could be a decent player. Like, I really do. Niners fan here. What do you think they do with their first 2 first-round picks? Niners? or you're gonna get someone shitty, but you're gonna have to have someone replace. Didn't they lose defensive end this year? I could be wrong. Did they lose Buckner? Yeah, didn't they lose Buckner? I'm trying to think about it. They'd have to replace him, so I think they'd go there. Yeah, they lost Buckner. They'd have to replace that. So I think they're gonna replace him there. Andrew Thomas is the best lineman in this draft. A lot of people are saying the guy from Louisville, but it's everyone's different opinion. Thoughts on Jalen Hurts? I think he sucks. I think Jalen Hurts is horrible. He's going to go in the 4th round because of his name, and he went to Bama. That guy's not going to last even as a backup in the NFL. He sucks. I would love to see the Eagles trade up for CeeDee Lamb. Hey, everyone could dream, can they? It's not going to happen, though. If it happens, I will label Howie Roseman the GM of the decade. What's up? What's up, Pats fan? How you doing, buddy? Okay. Bert should have picked running back in high school. I agree with that. Fullback, running back, I agree with that. What do you think of Jerry Jeudy? I think he's the best wide receiver in the class. He's grown on to me, but I don't think he's the best. I think CeeDee Lamb's the best. Tyler Johnson from Minnesota kind of looks like a Devontae Adams. I mean, there's a thing – that's why you can't judge a book by its cover. You got to see how they react in the NFL speed, and we'll see down the road. But right now, I got to disagree with that. Devontae Adams that was a guy that was a hidden gem. Devontae Adams is a monster. Judy reminds me of OBJ. Some high praise. Darius Slay was a steal. Okay, so I got to bring this up because this is something that obviously causes some controversy between me and the other Eagles fans. I don't think Darius Slay is that good. I really don't. Now, saying that he's not that good compared to great is the difference, all right? Darius Slay, he's a quality cornerback, but all of our fans are hyping him up to be like a top 5 quarterback when he's gotten burned time and time again, even last year. Like, I think he's – for what we just replaced him in with, like, Jalen Mills and whatnot, I think he's a decent pickup. I don't think he's anything that special. What I'm really intrigued in is seeing how Jalen Mills transitions from corner to safety. That's what I'm really intrigued in, because what if he plays great at safety? You know, that's something that they've wanted to do every single year, but Jenks has been there. So that's something I'm intrigued in. But as for Darius Slay, he's okay. I mean, I never got the hype over Darius Slay, to be honest with you. I would like my Cowboys to trade Dak and some. Let me see. Hold on one second. I would love for my Cowboys to trade Dak and some picks to Miami for the 5th overall. You're a smart fan, but they're not going to do that. Slay is solid. He wanted to be a first-team All-Pro, but he won't be a weakness. I guess solid's the word for it, Alexander. But people are hyping him up to be a great cornerback. He's not. He's something that we needed, but he's not a great cornerback. Bad old hater in the house. I don't know why people praise Jalen Hurts. He's a lesser QB than Lamar Jackson at draft time, who some buffoons said should play wide receiver. Yeah, I mean, everyone has an opinion. Everyone's entitled to one. Doesn't make it right. So Slay isn't even better than Byron Jones. I preferred Byron Jones, but the Cowboys. No, who paid Byron Jones? It wasn't the Cowboys. Who paid him? Oh, the Dolphins. The Dolphins paid Byron Jones. They got a good corner, but they overpaid for him. How about Justin Jefferson at 21 overall and trade up for Ayuk in the 2nd? I don't think Ayuk's going to be there in the 2nd. I think this could potentially be 6 wide receivers going in the 1st round before the 25th pick. That's insane. Yeah, Dolphins Philly Talk podcast. He knows his shit. Homer S. Eagles fans act like Slay is Ramsey all of a sudden. He's the furthest thing from Ramsey, and to be completely honest with you, I wanted Ramsey more than a lot of things last year, and that's one thing where I think they should have pulled the trigger because Ramsey would have signed to be here long term, and we missed out on that. But what are you gonna do? Would you take a linebacker at 21? You're damn skippy, I would. But that's just a position that they don't look at. They rely on their defensive front pressure, and I don't know why. That's why we always get blown up by mobile quarterbacks. And it's just something that's been going on for years, and it's never going to stop. If you had to choose between Jefferson and Ayuk, who are you taking? I'm taking Jefferson. That's going to be my first pick. The Lions will be the worst team this year. Sleeper, worst team. The Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to suck this year so badly that they fall into the top 3 and they potentially get their next quarterback. Stidham is terrible. All right, they're going to say Bill Belichick can turn anyone to a beast. They don't have anybody right now. They have fucking Stidham as their starter. What's so special about Stidham? You're going to turn him into Tom Brady? No, you're not. You're not. I think they're going to suck. I think the Patriots are going to be bad, like really, really bad. And then it would work to their favor because they get probably Trevor Lawrence next year. It would suck. Defense has nothing to do with it, Pats fan, if you can't score. And Stidham, to me, on film looks horrible. Like horrible. We need to get a burner in the second round. Well, we have a burner. We have D-Jax. You saying Darius Slay just average solid proves that you know nothing about football. How does that prove that I know nothing about football? He's a solid guy. He is not great. He is not phenomenal. Even his head coach said that he shouldn't be in the category of Jalen Ramsey and people like Darrelle Revis back in the day. Like, he shouldn't be with them because he's a solid player. You're just biased, Alex. Alex, you're the most biased fan on YouTube. Literally. He's a solid guy. He's nothing special. We just needed to replace Jalen Mills, and we got a quarterback. He's going to get burnt. You're going to get used to it. And you're going to come back here saying, oh, you were right. It's the truth. He gets burned a lot. Are you surprised Eagles resigned Jalen Mills? They kind of had to. Laviska is a good guy for the Eagles to look at and draft. Refresh my memory. How good do you think the Bucs will be? We only have Tom Brady for at least 1 year, so I think he'll be decent. All people said Brady was washed up the past 2 years, and now he's gone. The Pats now going to suck. Well, Brady last year had decent numbers. I look back, and he started to go downhill at that Miami Dolphins game at home. He started to look old, and there was nothing Belichick could do. Bill Belichick, everyone's going to see this year that it wasn't all Bill. It was a combination of both. Bill Belichick was a terrible head coach in Cleveland before he had a quarterback. So you're going to see a lot of that this year, and people are going to be like, oh, we want Brady back, until they draft a quarterback that could fit in Bill Belichick's system, and then they'll be good again. You realize Slay is one of the only corners in the NFL who lines up press coverage every play. Do you even know what that is? No, I don't know what press coverage is. Alex, thanks for stopping by. Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? Ooh, see, you're not really going to get a wrong answer out of me. But since he's younger, Russell Wilson. I'd rather have Russell Wilson because he's younger. Back in the day, Aaron Rodgers. Now Dak being a crybaby, we're going to sit out off-season programs until he gets a contract. $40 million, it's a lot. It's a lot to pay a quarterback. Bro, Darius Slay is slightly above average. Stop hyping him up. Exactly. I'm not saying he sucks. I'm just saying he's just a guy. Like, everyone's saying, oh, he's so great. No, he's not. He's not. Like, I was never hyped up over the signing. I wanted Jalen Ramsey or Byron Jones. Those are the two cornerbacks I wanted. And I didn't get either of them. So, whatever. Knowing how he would pick a center at 21, I wouldn't be pissed off at it. I really wouldn't. If he picked a center for Kelsey's replacement, I wouldn't be pissed off at it. All right. Now, I would want Justin Jefferson there if he's there, but if they got a center, I wouldn't be mad at it, personally. Think letting Jenkins go was good? Yes. And I'm going to say something here that might agitate some people in this chat. I think Jenkins was the guy that ratted on Wentz. I don't think it was Alshon Jeffrey. I think Jenks was really pissed off about how Wentz was controlling the offense and how Nick Foles looked different and made the offense work opposed to what Wentz was doing. And I think it pissed Jenkins off being on the other side of the ball. I think Jenks was the guy that reported to Josina Anderson because let's face it here. Alshon Jeffrey came to the Eagles to play with Wentz. All right. He said that they were going to win a Super Bowl within a year. He came to the Eagles because Wentz was the quarterback. Why would he bash the guy he came here to play with? Like, that makes no sense to me. I think Jenks was the guy that ratted him out. I really do. So I love Jenks. Don't get me wrong. He's a Super Bowl hero. He knocked Brandon Cooks out of the game. But yeah, I think he ratted on him. I really do. And that's just my opinion. Listen, we all have an opinion. I'm entitled to mine just like you are. But I think that's what happened. I really do. I wanted Byron over Slay too. Yeah, exactly. Alex, why are you disagreeing with me then? I'm saying the guy's solid, and we both wanted Byron over Slay. So why are you hyping up Slay to be great? Just because we got him? That's what I'm saying. I'm realistic. All right. I wanted Byron over Slay, just like you did. Why would Alshon change his opinion? I don't think Alshon said anything. Alshon Jeffrey, everyone tries to make that case that he didn't fly out to Houston with Wentz giving him a plane ticket or whatever. Maybe something was going on in his family. It's not everything needs to be out there in the open. It's just Alshon. I don't think Alshon was the one that said anything. I really don't. Alshon's been hurt too, so why would he say anything? Chris Harris is still out there, yeah, and for good reason. I think he's washed. Do I miss the Lito Shepherd and Sheldon Brown days? I loved Sheldon Brown. Lito Shepherd was okay. Really hyped up player, but he was a fan favorite, so that's why. But Sheldon Brown, I thought that guy was a beast. Let me see something real quick. Jefferson can only play in the slot. Yeah, I know. How early do you think Philly takes a running back? Not early. I think in the late third. Chris Harris on the Chargers. Didn't he sign with the Chargers? Deshaun didn't go to Houston either. Dudes have kids. Exactly. Deshaun didn't go either. So, answers are right there. Sean Johnson, Chris Harris went to the Chargers. Thanks for clearing that up, guys. I've been so out of the loop when it comes to free agency. Chris Harris, but that's a guy that I kind of want to refrain from. That's a guy that I would have rather had Slay over, honestly. Now, Chris Harris, I think he was a good player, but not anymore. I think he's like in his twilight of his career, and I feel like Slay was actually the better option. So that's where I'll agree with. Would Justin Herbert be good on Chargers? I do. I think so. It's warm weather 8 games out of the year, so why not? Can Jefferson play outside and be a number 1 receiver? He can't play on the outside. No, he's a slot receiver. I'm going to stick 2 stay lines up with receiver plays, press man coverage on every play. Yeah, but if you go look up film on Darius Slay, which you're probably not going to, if you go look up film, you could see that against the Vikings, he would get burnt by Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs almost consistently. So you have to go look that up. Like, this is stuff I wouldn't be just saying it to say it. He's a good cornerback. He's solid, but he's not great. He's not. He gets burnt. Go look up film. Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs. He gets burnt. He got burnt by burnt toast. Literally burnt toast by those 2 wide receivers in 2 games last year. So I'm not lying when I'm saying this stuff. I think Aguilar are going to ball out in Vegas. I know he's not Eagles anymore. I do too. I think he's going to be great. Let me see something. Devin Dumley's better than slot. He went to Texas. I have to look him up. Eagles Saints almost got Harris cheaper, and Chargers did 2 years, $20 million. I would have preferred Slay. I really would have. In that situation, I would have preferred Slay. If Judy is there taking him, he's not going to be at 21. Keenan Allen burnt Slay last year. Yeah, Keenan Allen's a beast. Monster. But that's just what I'm saying. Slay gets burnt a lot. To their credit, Diggs and Thielen are excellent wide receivers. Yeah, exactly. But if you're a great cornerback, you almost never get burnt. And he gets burnt consistently when he plays those good wide receivers. You want a shutdown cornerback that can lock down a wide receiver. And when we're facing someone like Amari Cooper, who honestly that's a bad example because he doesn't try half the time, when you're locking down someone like Odell Beckham Jr., who's obviously in the AFC, so that's another bad example. When you're locking down someone like Julio Jones, there you go. You're probably going to get burned a lot because Slay, the way he plays press coverage, like he was saying, Julio Jones just runs right past him, like almost all the time. If you look how Jalen Mills played Julio Jones and press coverage against him in 2018 week 1, it was like a fucking track star. He ran right past him. So you're going to see it. You're going to see it, dude. But yeah, I didn't want Harris. I didn't want him either. He's too old. Trevon Diggs, 2nd round. I'm looking at the 1st round right now, but when the 2nd round comes here, we'll really get into it. In your opinion, why aren't the Eagles trading up? Howie Roseman doesn't like to give away picks. That's just how he is. That's how he always will be. And nothing else to say about that, to be honest with you. Axe body spray. And honestly, Axe body spray makes you smell like shit. All right, so it's supposed to like cleanse your body. It doesn't. It makes you smell worse than you did. Like if you smell like BO, if you smell like fucking shit, if you put it over it, it just makes it worse. It like amplifies it. It's gross. Fire Howie. Listen, we can't fire him now. You think the Browns will bounce back? I don't really like Baker Mayfield, but probably. The coach was terrible. The coach was absolutely fucking horrible. He was bad. The statement got torched. Stephon, you're comparing Slay to Stephon Gilmore. You gotta stop, dude. You gotta stop. Sean Mass, you gotta stop. With Stephon Gilmore, he's a fucking stud. What's up, Sean? Howie will never be held accountable because he's Lurie's boy who can do no wrong, pretty much. And Howie has traded out of every single pick since Chip Kelly, other than that 2018. Yeah. Chip Kelly also drafted Jordan Hicks, which everyone says that Chip Kelly gutted this team, but I don't know. Jordan Hicks was a pretty damn good player. Stephon Gilmore literally had one bad game. Who was the one? A Pats fan is here, so he could tell me this one. Who was the one guy? Who was the one corner last year that literally looked like he intercepted it in the end zone on the first possession against us when they were on the ground? Was that Stephon Gilmore? Because that was a really good play, and I honestly thought it was a pick. Marcus Smith. Marcus Smith was a Howie pick. Yeah, if you don't believe me, go look it up. It was a Howie pick. Super Bowl picks for the next 2 years. I got Chiefs repeating, then the Cardinals in 2022. Wow, you got the Cardinals. All right. That's something I was thinking about the other day, actually. The Cardinals are actually a sleeper. They have a good offense now. I wish the Chargers didn't have North in 07. We would have had at least one Super Bowl. North Turner was a fucking jamoke. He was terrible. Let me see who got back to me. That was J.C. Jackson. That was a great play. Fuck the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, that was a great play by J.C. Jackson. That was phenomenal. I was sitting in midfield when that happened. If Carson gets hurt again, I think it's time for a new quarterback. That brings me to my next thing. We need a backup quarterback. Whether it's in this draft or in free agency or whatever, we need to get a solid backup quarterback. No, not Josh McCown. He's 41 years old. We need a decent quarterback. We do, to back him up, because if he does go down, we're still ready to roll. So we definitely need someone to back him up. I'm still pissed up we passed up Metcalf for J. Jaw. No, we passed up Metcalf for Miles Sanders. I thought J. Jaw was a good pick. On paper, I did. But last year, he was fucking terrible. My God. Well, they're holding on to him, so maybe he changes this year, but I highly doubt it. At 21st pick, the Eagles draft Justin Jefferson from the University of Louisiana. Joe Flacco is their backup. I would like it. I would like that. I would either like him, Winston, or Newton as their backup. Godwin will benefit from Brady being there. Godwin's a monster, so I agree with that. Also, Kyler better than Wentz. Also, never say Gilmore and Slay in the same breath. Yeah, I didn't try to. Yeah, I definitely didn't try to. By the way, guys, we are almost at an hour mark. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is a really, really good Q&A. Do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to see our first podcast next Thursday, probably around 9-ish. We'll be like maybe 9 picks into the draft, but it'll be our first ever episode, and I can't wait for that. But yeah, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Newton would rather retire than be a backup. Well, to be honest with you, if backing up someone is the only position you have, then he's going to back up somebody. I don't think he's going to retire because the money's too good. Jake Fromm would be a good backup. I don't know. Can you explain to me why the Eagles don't value linebackers? It pisses me off. They just don't. They don't. Never have, never will. They rely on the pressure, and they don't care about the position. They started fucking Casey Matthews at linebacker in 2011. What will be your reaction if we trade up for Lamb? Hopefully I have a reaction, because if they trade up, I hope I'm here for it, and I don't just talk about the pick. But I'll have a reaction on the pick nonetheless. So that would be I can't say what my reaction would be because I'd probably be shocked. Josh Rosen for back of this. NHL, I got my own podcast. I'm about to start up. Would you be down to come on it for the first few minutes? Oh, now you want to be nice to me? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I can make some time. Yeah, why not? Who's gonna be better in 5 years? Tua or Burrow? Tua. Tua's gonna be better. Tua's the better quarterback. Burrow had one of the best college football offenses of all time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't even think he should go number one. I don't think he should go number one, to be honest with you. In all honesty, I feel like Slay is going to be overrated. I do too, but what are you going to do? Just hope for the best. Bet I'll hit you up on Twitter. Thanks, bro. No problem. Murray never got hurt in college either. Wentz always gets hurt. I mean, I wouldn't say always gets hurt because he played 16 games twice in a season. Twice. But when he does get hurt, he's usually out for a long time. So that's definitely something you have to look at. What else did I miss? What do you think of Gordon going to the Broncos? Where I'd be able to watch your podcast? You can watch the podcast next week. Thanks for the question. You can watch the podcast next week on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. We're going to have 4 simultaneous podcast platforms. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely amazing, incredible, and I cannot wait for you guys to view it. I'm very excited to start it. I really am, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Kenneth Murray is a top 10 pick in my opinion. It might be. And, yeah. If the Eagles take Ruggs, what do you think? If they take him, they take him. Do I want him? Not really. But if they take him, it is what it is. The podcast is going to be awesome. I sure hope so. I think it is. I have the best cast. I have Zomp and Trevor. I'll be on Trevor's podcast this week, the Upper Bowl podcast about hockey. And we'll be talking more about the podcast coming up next week. And, yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that. Congratulations on the podcast. Thank you so much, Sean. It means a lot. List of quarterbacks who have missed more games than Carson Wentz since he's entered the league. Aaron Rodgers, Cam Newton, Deshaun Watson, Nick Foles, Ben Roethlisberger, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ryan Tannehill. Now, I'm going to bring a stat back to you, which I hope you can handle, Alex Preston. Lists of a quarterback that has the most fumbles out of any quarterback in any league, in anyone in the NFL. Carson Wentz, number 1. Jameis Winston, number 2. Carson Wentz has 48 fumbles since 2016. 48 fumbles. That's horrible. That's terrible. And he hasn't even played every single game, every single season. He's got to fix that. He has to fix that. That's bad. First 2 rounds, wide receiver, 3rd round linebacker. They're not going to get a linebacker, but I agree with you on the first wide receiver and the 3rd linebacker. I think we should use the 2nd pick on maybe offensive line. That's what I think. Ruggs is going to be like John Ross. I agree with that statement 1,000%. Alex, all those people except Cam Newton have won a playoff game since Carson's bum-ass game. Daniel Jones will smash that fumble record. Yeah, if he doesn't fix it, I agree. Which positions do you want the Eagles to draft in the first 3 rounds? I want wide receiver. I personally want wide receiver, linebacker, and offensive tackle. But I feel like they're going to do wide receiver only for whatever reason. Your views on the Sixers? None. I hate the sport of basketball right now. I agree that has to fix that, but what does that have to do with my original point? I'm just bringing you back with another stat. Like you always say that he misses less games, but you have to be considerate. And I'm in a rebuttal off of what you just said in 2017. You said he didn't miss many games. Well, that stat is fabricated, and I'm going to tell you why. When he got hurt, when he tore his ACL, that was at the end of the year. If he tore his ACL, which is a year injury, he would miss the whole season. So, I mean, that stat is fabricated. You know what I'm saying? And he missed the whole playoffs. He missed the Super Bowl. So, to me, that stat is meaningless. Shout out to Shrek432. Thoughts on Andre Dillard? I think Andre Dillard sucks. I really do. I think whatever confidence that guy had, they completely killed when they put him in the right tackle, and he got killed. Trade Ertz in the second round for Lamb or Judy. I mean, a lot of people like to hang on Ertz's balls for whatever reason. I think Ertz is good. I do. But I don't know. It's for some reason, I just feel like he slows down the offense. Like, I just look at the offense and I'm like, yeah, he's Wentz's guy. But at the same time, I feel like we could have someone out there that's quicker than him. We also have Goddard out there that's an actual tight end. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just, I think Ertz is tradable. Any hope on Jordan Mailata? No, not really. Not really. It was a 6th rounder, right? No, yeah, exactly. He falls into a brick wall and he can't block. But we're at the hour mark, guys. Do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to tune into the podcast starting next Thursday at 9 o'clock. Hope you guys will be there. 4 platforms. And after this Q&A, I'm gonna put in my community section for you guys to go and follow the Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that right now. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go to my Twitch and I'm gonna copy the link to my Twitch. I think I could do that. Can I do that? I don't know how to do that. 1 second. Wait, hold on. I gotta go to my thing. How do I do this? Does anyone have Twitch? I don't know how to do this. 1 second. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to copy my link because I gotta see it. 1 second. No, you know what? This is what you do. All right. View dashboard. Maybe this will be. Okay. Title my stream. No. Share. Oh yeah. Share link to channel. I got it. I figured it out. And so I'm copying that link. I'm gonna copy that link, and I'm gonna go into my YouTube channel, my community section, and I'm gonna post my Twitch account to my YouTube section. And for you guys that are in here right now, just go to the community section right now as I post this, and I'm gonna put that in there. My Twitch account. Follow it up. Okay, cool. So I just put that in my YouTube community section. So just follow it. And yeah, that's where I'll be hosting the podcast along with YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, Periscope. We're going to be everywhere, literally everywhere. I cannot wait for this because it's just one of these things where I cannot fucking wait. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, I figured it out. Thanks, Sean Mass. Yo, Trevor, what's up, buddy? I was just telling everybody how excited I am to be doing the podcast with you and Zonk next week to start. And but I can't wait. I really can't wait. I mean, I just started Twitch, so there's gonna be nothing in there. So yeah, definitely something I'm looking forward to. I'm broadcasting everything out of a simultaneous like kind of platform thing that just sends it everywhere. So I'm definitely going to be spending money on it, but it's well worth it. It's well worth the money. Well worth the money. Can't wait for the draft. I can't either. I'm very excited. And this is where, Trevor, I need your opinion on something, all right? Because you're one of my right-hand men. So this is a room where I'm going to do the podcasts from here on out, all right? From here on out, this is where I'm going to be doing it. Now, I feel like this room is too blue. All right. So I need to add something Eagles related in this room. Maybe put like a fat head here or something. But I got to do something, because this room is way too blue. And you know how people hate the Dallas Cowboys. So I honestly think that I need to add something in this room for the podcast for the future shows. I need some good recommendations from you and Zomp, even though Zomp always fucking shits on me. But I just need something, Nitro, do you still remember me at the Cardinals game? Yeah, you sat right next to me. That was crazy. Because I was sitting right next to you. You're like, hey, you're a Nitro freak. I was like, wow, what a small world. Yeah, I remember you, man. Do you recommend getting a second job side hustle? And what do you recommend as a side job? Duncan Miller. There's one thing I could recommend you. All right. Now, a lot of people aren't good at this, but if you have extra money lying around right now, invest it in the stock market. That's what you should do right now. Invest it into real estate. Invest it into something that has a low number, like at a 1 or a 2. And in the past 3 months, it was as high as like a 10 or 11. Those are the things that you should invest your money in, because once they go up, you could sell it and bring your money back out. I'd invest in the fucking stock market. That's what I would do, and anyone could do it. Are you in the podcast for the love and passion or for the money? I have money. It's all about the it's all about the passion. I have money. The money is like everyone loves money, but I have money. I go on trips. I do all this stuff. You don't get paid that much doing podcasts anyway. I'm in it for the love of it. This is the most excited I've been about a sport since Eagles won a Super Bowl. Like, I cannot wait for this. And I have 2 of my favorite guys right there next to me the whole time. So I'm for the passion, 110%. What I do for money, I just do whatever I can, Duncan. Do whatever I can. I don't really put my personal life out there. I don't do it, but let's just say I'm good with money. Eagles 01 says, "Sup, Mitch?" What's up, Eagles 01, a regular on this channel? How you doing, buddy? That was a good question, Abel Torres. It really was. I am in it for the birds. I'm in it for the passion. There have been too many podcasts, too many shows I've been on that just didn't work out. And finally, I have my own show that is mine. My show. Like, literally, I'm paying for it. I'm doing everything. My show. I can do whatever I want with it. I have the best guys on it. And it's the best. We're going to do it our way. Not just my way, our way. This Eagles podcast will be different than all the other ones. Yeah, because we disagree. We disagree. That's why it's going to be different. What's up, my Charlie? I'm doing all right, man. The best advice on money you gave is bank money and don't spend it. Yeah, actually, no. The best advice, Duncan Miller, is invest your money. Make your money work for you. All right? Don't spend it. Make it work for you. That's why I was recommending the stock market. Make it go up. Just watch it go up. Make it work for you. That's just how I see it. Do you believe that some celebs, famous athletes sell their soul for fame? Yeah, all the time. But that's how they get in the door. You should get the entertainer on one of your podcasts. Oh, I will. That's been one of the things I've wanted to do, and that's why I'm starting up a podcast to bring on people of notoriety like him. I think he's the best Giants video maker on YouTube right now, and I'm definitely going to get him on one day. That's why I'm subscribed, Passionate Birds fan, by far. This upcoming season, I haven't been this upcoming season is one of the more excited seasons I've been waiting for in my entire life. Like, I've been so excited for this one to come up. Do you have a studio for the podcast? Mikasa, right here. How do you feel about Clay Matthews in Pittsburgh too? Didn't see it. Make it work for you good. Yep. And multiple streams of income whenever possible. Exactly. Stock market can work, but not at this very moment. Disagree. Look at this. I'll show you something right now. Prove to you that I'm not lying. All right. Now, I invested in 2 things. Now, today was kind of a shit day at the stock market. All right. But as for right now, I'm investing $961.34 on a Smile Direct Club and MAF Financial, which is a real estate market. Now, in the next month, these are going to skyrocket up, and I'm going to get about $4,500 on my investment. But in the stock market, it's all about longevity. It's not about pulling out your money quickly, and it's about being patient. So that's why I'm stretching that to you guys. Well, stressing it. Am I good with Nate Sudfeld's backup? No. Why are you paying for your podcast if you're doing it from your home? Because it costs money to produce the way you want it to. All right. So it's a one-time fee for me to stream to other platforms. I'm not just doing it from YouTube. I want a lot of people to see this. All right. So I'm going to do it from YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter all at once. Anyone could comment anywhere, and it will show up on one platform. So it makes me easier. It makes me easy to produce the show while hosting it, because I'm the producer as well. I'm the producer and I'm the host. So it's definitely something that makes it easier, and it's just something I kind of have to do, honestly. What do you think the chances of the NFL being canceled this year? Not many. Am I going to take calls? I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the road. Possibly. I'm not going to say no. Quite probably, honestly. But somewhere down the road. Not right at the very second. Jeremy's financial education channel is good for resource long-term investing. Yeah. I've heard of it. You are really cool. What YouTubers do you watch? I watch a ton of them. And there's too many off the top of my head. Trevor just gave me a recommendation on what to put right here. Something I'm gonna have to look at right after the stream. When is America gonna go back to normal? Normal? Years. I think it's gonna be years. But when I go back to bars and like social life, month and a half tops. I got what 4 Eagles players would be on your Mount Rushmore and why? Nick Foles is number 1. Nick Foles won the Super Bowl. He is the captain. He's the cream of the crop. Nick Foles, for me, Westy. I think he's the best running back in Eagles history, personally. Westy, I don't know if you could put T.O. there, but I'd put T.O. there. That's a tough one. From players I've seen. Oh, man. It's tough. Shit. It's between Jenks and Doc. I love Doc because he's the passion he had. Jenks won the title. I'm going to split it. I'm going to put 5, not 4. I'm going to put a split between Doc and Jenks as my 4th one. Personally, I think the Patriots are not in it for the game, but to win. Give another shot. Am I right? I don't know. The site has some OG Nick Foles posters. I might get a Nick Foles poster and put it right here. That might be it. I might do it for the brand. I might do it. Right there. You gave me a recommendation. I might use it. Maybe Nick Foles holding up the Lombardi Trophy. Let me see. Cool Eagles shirt. Thanks. I actually ordered the draft hat for next week and a draft shirt. Well, not a draft shirt. It's a black shirt. I'm gonna be black on black for draft night. Pats are gonna tank for Trevor Lawrence. That would suck because Trevor is excellent. Trevor's very good. Bill Belichick, I don't think he'll have a choice. He doesn't tank, but they're not gonna be good next year. Pats fan, you're gonna see the worst team that you've seen in the last 20 years. Literally the last 20 years. Do you think we're going to mess up this draft? It's potential. It's always potential there. Someone just texted me. I sent a link. Trevor sent a link. All right, cool. All right, well, there's 26 people in here right now. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget to tune into to the podcast next Thursday at like 9 o'clock, maybe earlier. Depends on when I get home, but it will be set up, and we'll be on 4 different platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So we're going to be everywhere. Worst colors for the Eagles, in your opinion? Worst colors? Kelly Green. Kelly Green are the worst. And I don't want him back. I think we probably draft a linebacker or an O-lineman in the first round. Really? All right. They're probably going to be 7-9. No. I'm thinking 4-12. 3-13. Do you like the story Romeo and Juliet? It's all right, I guess. I say blue and yellow. Blue and yellow is but you know what? That was a lucky one, especially for EEP. Whenever he wears that, we win. So, all right, guys. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. You guys stay safe tonight, obviously, with this virus shit going on. But don't forget to tune in next Thursday if I don't see you guys. I probably will see you guys. But if I don't see you guys for a long time, we'll be back here next Thursday. And, fly goes fly. I'm out. Bye, guys. Have a great night.